Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to Ox After Dark, the late night, great night show. My name is Zach. I'm joined by Dean the Dream Martin, Mega Man Mario, and Alfred from Collector's Cove. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Very well, very well.
Doing very well.
Now, Alfred, we got a lot to talk about tonight. A lot of great things that you're doing with Collector's Cove. Dean is going to tell us this insane story about his water being shut off, and we're going to talk about pooping in public. This After Dark, ladies and gentlemen, it has it all. Might be probably our most all-star cast yet. But Dean, before we get into that, we got to hit him with one of these.
Yeah.
Dean, you had a rough day today. Tell us about it.
A rough, almost 2 days. They just shut
Really?
the water off randomly in my condominiums. Like no notice or anything. Usually they'll post a thing on your door. We're doing routine maintenance and the water will be shut off from this time to this time. Nothing.
Yeah. Just Dean, I don't know if you know this, but they're required by law to do that. They're supposed to do that.
Oh well, shit. I'm gonna have some shit to say then because nothing, dude. And it was a random time too, because it was I think it was 7 p.m. and it was just off, and I was like, okay. And I kept checking throughout the day or the night and into the morning because I was up late watching Westworld, and still nothing. So I go to bed and I wake up and I try it again, nothing. They ended up coming back on at 6 p.m. today.
So almost a solid 24 hours. Then.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking crazy. And I don't even remember. I don't even know when they actually turned it off because I didn't even find out until 7. Because I went to use my bathroom, my toilet, and it didn't fill up with water, and I was like, well, that's fucking weird. So I tried my sink and nothing. And it was fucking gross, dude. Because you got to use the bathroom more than just once a day.
And sometimes number 2 might come out, right?
Yeah, and so it just sits there in a toilet you can't flush, and it's fucking gross.
And
it's
then
marinating.
You can't pee on the poop because then it stinks.
Really?
No bidet. I mean, how can a man live like this?
It was the Wild West. I felt like I was in Westworld.
You might as well get some sticks and build a fire. Dean was getting typhoid. Now that brought us to a very interesting point. I was like, Dean, you can just go to Whataburger, and push comes to shove, push comes to Duke. You could go to Whataburger and use the facilities. Mario, you had a very interesting response to that. Tell me what you're thinking here.
I cannot use a public restroom. I don't care how clean it is or where it's at. No, at least not out here for me. I will not do it. I mean, the cleanest places that I've really been at, I still hesitate, and I'll just hold it.
Mario, I got to ask you, have you been to a Buc-ee's?
Oh, dude, I was
California.
thinking
Buc-ee's. California.
No, I'm in California, dude. I don't think we have a Buc-ee's out here.
Okay.
But considering what's clean,
pretty fucking sweet, dude.
What's pretty clean out here. I mean, I'm really close to Disneyland, right? And they are very, very. They keep that park spotless, and I still hesitate even going in there. The 1 or 2 times that I have, I was just cringing. I just felt so disgusting.
Yeah, because sometimes you have no choice, right?
Right.
I mean, there are just instances where it's dude, it's just a matter of time now. What are you gonna do? You're gonna change.
You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, though.
I'm right there with you, dude. We've had this discussion before. I don't go to the bathroom if it's not at my house. I don't even go to my mom's house. Right?
That's your mom's house.
Shout at your mom, though, Dean.
Huh?
She's just taking stray shots from you now. Your mom.
Dude,
Happy Mother's Day.
I don't like.
You should be most comfortable at your mom's doing your business, man.
Well, her house is also a fucking museum, mind you. It's
I mean, museums are really clean usually, so that's a good thing, right?
I mean, that might be part of it. I don't want to ruin it, right?
Okay, that's fair. I'll say this real quick. In the time of the pandemic, I don't know about you guys. I always have a little thing of hand sanitizer with me. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm not a big I don't really care one way or the other, but obviously I prefer to do my business in private in my own home.
Right.
But with the hand sanitizer, you drop a few drops on some toilet paper, you wipe it down. I feel better. I
I thought
feel
you were gonna wipe your ass with hands. I was like, whoa. I was
yeah,
like,
man.
I've been using it
I like
wrong
to
this
go
whole
super
time.
hot. Yeah,
Like, I've been using this shit wrong the whole time.
Dude, that
yeah,
shit
yeah,
would probably tingle and burn.
yeah. It'll burn like a bottle of the bomb hot
Get
sauce.
drunk on that, dude.
Yeah.
Now I actually don't mind pre-bidet. I actually didn't mind going to the bathroom. In fact, I'll tell you my favorite bathroom in all of Texas that's not on my own house. Walmart de Zavala. In the back where you do the layaways, they have a bathroom back there. No one ever uses it. Has those nice ergonomic toilets. Great toilet paper. It's always super clean. I think it's what the employees use because it's like right by the back room. So, it's pretty decently clean. Really one of my favorite bathrooms in all of Texas. Probably number 2, Texas State, the administrative building. Go all the way to the top floor. Some bathrooms over there. It looks like you're taking a shit in the Matrix. It's pretty good stuff. Now, home is where it's at, though, right? You got the bidet, got the high quality toilet paper. Can't beat that. Cannot beat that. But Dean, if you ever have a situation like that, we've said this before, but I don't think it's weird to take a Duke at your friend's house. You can come to my place. Drop the kids off at the pool, my friend.
Yeah, take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, if you need to take a shower, whatever. I mean, that's all. We have all the facilities a man could dream of.
Yeah, I was super pissed.
This actually reminds me of a thing. And now, granted, we're all a little older now. This maybe isn't so much of a thing, but let me ask the audience here, ask the room. How about like when you were dating in like your 20s and you go over to the girl you're dating's place and you have to go, but you're like the bathroom is too close to where she is.
Just leave.
Like that's the real stress there.
You gotta make up an excuse like, oh my god, my dog got out.
Something came up, you gotta bone out.
My grandma died. Like, I gotta go.
Again?
Yeah.
Where's my grandma?
You got at least 2 of them.
So
it works twice at least.
That grandma. Yeah. I've had to make that excuse the first time I ever slept at Victoria's house because I'm a morning duker. Right? I wake up and I feel it in the morning. And I woke up and I was like, yo, we're not really technically dating. We're friends. Things are going well. I'm not about to tear this place up. I don't know what her supply of toilet paper looks like. I don't know what the quality.
Is it 1 ply?
It could be 1 ply. Is it Angel Soft? I don't know. So I was like, hey, my roommate just called me. Apollo is crying. He needs to go to the bathroom. I need to go home right now. But it sucked because the night before I couldn't find a parking space at her apartment. So she had to like drive to my apartment down the road. And then I parked my car there and then she picked me up. So she had to drive me home to take a shit. And of course she's like, oh, can I come inside? And I had to make up an excuse on the fly. I was like, oh, my roommate said the dog made a big mess. Let me clean up. I'll have you over in like an hour or two. Came in clutch, right?
Yeah.
It's all about adapting, reacting.
Yeah. I mean, also that's a half truth. I mean, there was going to be a big mess. It just wasn't going to be the dogs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Alfred, let's talk.
I like your hat, by the way, Zach.
Wait, what? What's the funny
on the chapter?
This is the conversation we just had. It's like, what other show?
Dude, this is After
It
Dark.
wouldn't be After Dark without it.
Wouldn't be After Dark without it. Now, Alfred, you've been doing some really great stuff every Friday on Collector's Cove. And tell me what you guys have been doing and tell me what you guys are planning to do.
So we just hit the 26th Collector's Cove live auction, all on Facebook. This kind of was born out of a desire to want to do something. Well, one, to like supplement income during the pandemic. Everything was shutting down back in April or whatever, but also wanted to figure out a way to give back to the community. And by doing these weekly auctions, they're mostly comics, but comics and collectibles. There's always a charity item, either an item at the end, like a prize package that people can bid on, or sometimes it's like a total percent of the proceeds for the whole night will go to a charity. We've donated to 25 different charities so far.
Man.
And we're hitting about $2,000 already. So You know, it's just it's really great to give back in that sense. But I'm really excited what's coming up, which is on December 18th. We're collabing with a local art gallery here in San Antonio, Texas. It's the Level Up Gallery. It's like a pop culture art gallery where they have, you know, Harry Potter, Dragon Ball Z, Superman, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, you know, everything, Star Wars, like all that stuff, all the stuff that you love. And so we're going to have original one of a kind paintings. And I'm talking, some of this stuff is like 4 feet by 6 feet. They're huge. There's huge pieces. A lot of great artists, Alfredo Lopez, Mike Comp, Taco Boy. You know, Taco Boy is real popular here in San Antonio. He's the guy that does all the, like the Whataburger cup and they're like little like little sort of animated style of like the Whataburger cup or like a taco. I don't know. But it's going to be a ton of original art pieces available on the December 18th. It's all going to be online. For those that are local, we can of course accommodate local pickups, shipping and stuff. We're still trying to work on how we're going to do that for, you know, because paintings are not the easiest things in the world to ship.
Yeah.
But there are going to be comic books, action figures, maybe some 1/6 scale stuff is going to be available. This is all on December 18th. It's going to be online, and this is going to be a public auction. So normally with Collectors Cove, I handle it within a really great Facebook group, Zach, that I know you're a part of, and Dean, is you as well, Invincible Comics and More, which is a really great local group. But this particular auction, we're actually going full public. We want the max visibility. So that's on December 18th. I'm really looking forward to it. And the proceeds are going to go to this really wonderful charity organization called Vision Works, which helps with children, children that are in not, let's see, how do I put this? They're in specific situations regarding their health. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of great stuff. So it's an organization I've partnered up with previously, and we really hope to go all out for them this time on the 18th, right before Christmas.
Now, where can maybe I missed it, but I know it's a public auction. But where
Right.
will it be? Will it be hosted on your YouTube channel or?
It's going to be done through Facebook.
Okay.
So you can, if you're on Facebook, you can go to Collectors Cove. I'm going to be throwing stream links up there, left and right. Or you can go to Level Up Gallery on Facebook, which is, we're also going to have the links there as well. So you're going to be able to go to either place. I'm also going to put them in like the Invincible group for all those that are local that are already in that group. They're going to have access to that as well. But I want to stress that this is available for everybody that wants to participate.
Do me a favor. We have CW Awards on Tuesday, but Tuesday night, drop a post and we'll pin it in the announcements, and then that way, you know, you'll have that featured slot on the group. Now, all the items, is it all the proceeds from every item is donated, or is it like a portion of the proceeds?
It's so we're gonna have designated items where 100% of the proceeds are gonna go to the charity,
and we're gonna donate. Dean, we're gonna donate 2 items to the charity. The first was a sealed MPM 10 Starscream, and you can set that bid to whatever you want. And the second one, $500 starting bid, modern art right there, Baby Yoda Polaroid, Dean, starting at $500 for the children of the world, Dean. I'll make sure I give this to you, Alfred. This is modern art at its finest. Look at that.
Absolutely. Did you know he's 50? He's a baby.
I love it. We love to hear it, Dean. But yeah, we're all about this. This is a great thing. So how did you? Because you've been doing your auctions on Collectors Cove. So how did that come to be?
Well, honestly, so I've been doing Collectors Cove in one form or another for years, but predominantly it was a thing that I did in the convention circuit, right? So I'm going to all the different conventions in and around Texas, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, and so on, Corpus. But obviously with the pandemic, every convention except for, I think there was a Dallas Anime Con that I think is either happening or just happened that they were trying to, did that go? Do you know about that? Like I mean, just to speak frankly, I hope I'm not offending anyone. That's a terrible idea. I can't believe that they're doing that. But like every sensible convention, which was literally 99.9% of them, they all canceled. You know, we all had to reschedule for next year. So I had to figure out a way to adapt my business strategy, my business plan. How can I make it accessible to people in a pandemic? Well, online was the way to go. Did a lot of research on how to do live auctions, and I'm so happy that in any small way, because I know you and Dean caught wind of the Collector's Cove live auctions, and that was at least right in small part inspired you guys to do your collecting weekly auxiliary auctions, and you're the Oxfather.
Yeah, so we had an idea a little bit before you started to do the auction stuff, but it was the best way I could put it is like you guys do the reply sold auctions, and it was like that, but like bidding instead of like just claiming an item.
Right.
And it just logistically, like Dean and I talked about it for like weeks. Like we just couldn't figure out like if two people bid, and we even have this problem with the live show, but if two people bid, like let's say at 11:05 this is ending, but how exactly can you tell and prove that the bid was what it was at 11:05 on the dot? It's not like eBay where there's a built-in system that will not refuse to take bids past a certain point.
Right.
And I just was like it just Dean had a lot of reasons why it couldn't work, and I just didn't have the right answers for why those reasons would make it not work. And once we saw your thing, I was like, damn, like this is working. People are getting into it. Like, you know, he's making sales. I think only one time I've seen you at some asshole that like didn't pay.
Yeah, and we still don't know how that happened, but yeah, it was unfortunate. And that's why I decided early on to partner with Chris Rizzo and Invincible Comics and more, because you know that's a closed system, but everyone in there is vetted, and it's just a quality group of people. Like I could not recommend a collecting group more highly, of just a lot of great people that are just trying to share funny memes and shit, like and just enjoy the hobby of collecting, whether it's figures or comics. It does have a slant towards comics, but you know, kind of anything flies there.
Yeah.
But I love what you guys do with your live auction. I've been really happy that the few times that I've been able to engage, you know, with you guys on it. I love just watch. It's really entertaining, and I'm sure as you and Dean have noticed, that's why I love doing the live auction. The back and forth, you know, the communicating with the bidders and just kind of that whole thing, that's made this whole pandemic so much easier to bear for me personally.
Yeah.
Because I'm a guy that likes to talk. I like to talk to people. I like to hear people's stories. I like to hear their jokes and stuff, and it's just a good way to do it.
I don't know how you do it. Logistically, it's a nightmare. I mean, this sounds bad. Like I like the idea of auction, but it's so much work.
It is.
And we don't really get any benefit from it because often we're not selling.
Right.
And it's a lot of work.
Yeah. And that's that you have like the two of you. Like, I mean, I know you, I think you're controlling a lot of the board, but you have Dean. Like most, like 95% of the time, it's just me. And I got to say, it is.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
I'm drained by the end, man. But it's worth it, you know. It's I really do enjoy it. In fact, I just got. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but somebody from the last charity we did was Toys for Tots, which I was inspired by Dork Dad podcast to do Toys for Tots, which was great. But the organization prior to that was Brighton Center, which is a child development organization. They actually called me just like a couple of days ago personally, just to talk to me about the donation and how excited they were. That's just in a year where the world is taking and just putting us at our rope's end. Getting a phone call like that to talk to somebody that is so appreciative and how much you're helping them, it just made my week, man. Like that gives me the energy to keep going.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah, the auction, it'll be, remind me what time, it's Friday, December
18th at 8:30 p.m. And
Love
it's going
it.
to be live from Rolling Oaks Mall, but the mall's going to be shut down at that point.
Shit.
But we'll be in there doing it live.
Have you tested all the equipment in that area?
Not yet.
I know.
That's
the
later
scary
this
part,
week.
my guy. That's the scary part, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I'm well aware. Luckily, I've got some friends that are really good about streaming and stuff. So I think if I run into any problems, I can lean on their shoulders. Hopefully, but I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I hope it's a great show for everybody. Even if you don't bid on something, just see what cool art is out there. There's a lot of great art. I'm going to be posting pictures. Alpha the Collector's Cove page of some of the original art pieces that are going to be available. They're amazing. That's one of them.
Will you auction this? I'm being serious. Like
I
I'm
legitimately will.
serious.
I 100% will. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
How long do your streams typically go for?
What was that?
So how long do your streams go for? when you're
Okay,
watching?
so I try to keep them. I try to keep them around 2 hours, generally speaking. If there's an anniversary show, so like the 25th one, the 20th one, those I structure to be 3+ hours. For this one, it's probably going to be in that vein, closer to 3 hours.
Love it.
Maybe even a little longer.
Yeah, the other day you started streaming, and I ended up having something to do. Like I joined, and then I had to leave,
Yeah,
and then like
and you came back.
it was like a while later, and I was like,
Yeah.
"There's no way he's still streaming," because you tagged me.
Yeah,
And I was like, no, he's not still going. And sure enough, you were still going. So I stayed another like 35 minutes before the show ended. I was like, this dude went forever.
yeah.
And you do it alone, which is crazy.
It's yeah, I'm a little crazy, man. But like I said, it's I really enjoy, and I really do like to stress this. For anyone that's interested, please look at joining Invincible Comics and More, because no purchase is required, and you'll be surprised at how much entertainment you will get as just a spectator. Looking at me be ridiculous and punch drunk by after the second hour, that's always fun. But also just like the really good humor of all the other people in the chat. It's a great time,
Yeah. It is tradition on After Dark that we let our guests pick the topic of discussion. Alfred, Mario, what are we thinking here for tonight?
Okay,
Alfred.
I want to touch on something real quick because I know you guys covered Jingle All the Way recently, which, by the way, personal top 3 Christmas movie for me. I love that movie. Like, he took 2. That is a terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. He got 2. He got 2. Ta turtle, man. I have it on Blu-ray, and on the Blu-ray, there's an extended version that you can watch. And I just want to make this very clear for everybody watching and listening. Do not watch the extended version. It is not better. It's they just extend certain scenes throughout the film, but it just makes it odd. It's not as quick and snappy as it normally is. Just avoid it. Just stay off of the extended version. Just watch the theatrical. It's perfect the way it is. Don't even waste a second on the extended version.
I'm actually upset that someone spent time to make that.
It was already a perfect film. I don't know what I was thinking even watching it.
Not a big fan. Not a big fan of that. So, topic of discussion. What are you guys thinking tonight? We got 47 minutes to kill.
Well, someone asked green or purple grapes.
I feel like that's a joke, and I'm not sure what that joke is.
Okay, I'll answer it honestly.
I'm all about that green grape.
Is there such thing as purple grapes? Aren't they called red seedless?
Red seedless, sure. I mean, it's the same thing. I'm a red seedless or red or grape or purple grape person. I think they're a little sweeter to me.
Dude, I don't give a fuck what color it is. I'm eating grapes.
Nice.
I'm with you, bro.
All grapes matter is what you're telling me?
Lois Boy says a little more tension in the stream now that the cards are down, huh, fellas?
I don't know what that means.
You know it. You know what they say. Today is tomorrow's yesterday, my guy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a green. Well, it is. Right, Dean? Eddie says purple grapes. Dude, you know what's the worst type of grape? Grapes with fucking seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Awful. The worst.
It's like eating fucking olives with seeds. It's like I just want to fucking go to town on this thing, and you're making me fucking stop halfway through.
I don't want to spend 7 minutes to eat one fucking grape
Yeah.
and end up with like 1/10 of a grape when all things are said and done.
Shit, if you're lying, you're done.
Now I'm wondering, Lois Boy, do you like green or purple grapes? Let us know. Love the avatar though. Look at that. We got a penguin wearing glasses.
Yeah, it's cool.
We love to see it. Now Hot Toys released this graphic of their upcoming releases. Now we heard the rumor that Hellboy, Black, what is this, Night Monkey, Spider-Man, that those were coming out.
I'm shocked that that figure's not out yet. That movie's fucking old already.
Yep.
But it looks like we're getting the what is this called? The molecule suit, Tony Stark? I don't know, time travel suit.
Oh,
It's been so long, I already forgot.
Yeah, the end game.
Endgame Cap, Fat Boy, Thick Boy Mando, IG-11, quarter scale Homecoming Spider-Man, and also the black and red suit, the upgrade suit, I believe is what it's called. So definitely a good little lineup there from Hot Toys, and I love that they're doing these upcoming releases again. It's nice to know it's coming out rather than just fucking dropping stuff out of nowhere.
Exactly. They would do these like what, once a quarter back in the day?
Yeah, it used to be every quarter. You
were like, hey, remember that thing we used to do? Fuck, we did used to do that. Let's do it again.
Dude,
I just forgot that they did it.
Anyone picking any of these up?
I don't think so.
I might pick up Heavy Mando,
Mm-hmm.
but like
he's only been in one episode though. Like I
yeah,
feel like
but he's a Vizsla. I feel like that's a character you're not just gonna throw away. I'm pretty sure he'll be back.
What was it? That was Jon Favreau in that suit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll see him again.
Well, it was his voice. I doubt it's actually Jon Favreau.
I think it would have been a little heavier if it was actually Jon
that would have
Favreau.
been fucking heavy.
Well,
Man.
that heavy man, though, that was a big boy in that suit.
It'd be the heaviest Mando, though. I mean, Jon Favreau is a big guy.
Eddie says he's getting Hellboy. Optical says Hellboy. The Hellboy looks pretty good.
Yeah,
looks pretty good. I've heard a lot of people that are buying it that weren't.
A cool movie.
Was it, Dean? I heard it was terrible.
Dude, it's honestly not bad. Like
talking about the newest Hellboy.
Yeah, it's like not the best movie in the world, but like I didn't hate it. Like,
so here's the thing with that Hellboy movie. David Harbour's I like David Harbour a lot as an actor, but that was literally the first date I ever went on with Libby was to see that Hellboy movie. So I will never not like that movie, you know, because I associate it with my girlfriend. But it has its moments. For me, the Hellboy, the most recent Hellboy film, the last sequence that they do when you've got the Death Leopard, I think it's a Death Leopard or Motley Crue playing Kickstart My Heart, and it's just it's just pure action for like 2 minutes. That's how the film ends. I wanted stuff like that all through the film. I don't understand why like they just waited till the end of the movie to throw that kind of scene out there. I would have loved to have seen the movie have more of those kind of scenes.
The only thing I didn't like about the movie is there's like a, I wouldn't call her a kid, but there's like a girl character that's like friends with Hellboy, and she has like this weird power where like spirits can come talk through her.
Mm-hmm.
The CGI on that is fucking terrible.
Oh, they ran out of money. They ran out of money when they got to those scenes.
Yeah, a lot of the CGI in the movie is just bad. There's really no.
Yeah, it's janky as hell.
There's really no other explanation. Like it's just not good.
Yeah. Is it one of these ones that's so bad that you have to watch?
Yeah. And then the actor who plays his dad.
The guy from John Wick.
Yeah, I just don't like that guy.
Oh, shots fired.
His voice is just so annoying to me. Like everything he's in, I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess he's almost like the same character in every fucking movie he's in or show. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this, Dean, because I mean, spoilers. I guess if you haven't seen the movie, mute for like 20 seconds. But if you don't like that guy, that actor, the dad, I mean, he fucking dies in the film, right?
Right, so it had no weight for me. I was like,
but you didn't like that. You were like, yes, he's dead. I don't like this guy. Like he's done.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing because he's also in Game of Thrones and he gets killed.
Yeah,
And I was like, okay, cool.
Who was this again?
I cannot think of the actor's name.
Remember his name?
If you saw him, you would know. But he was in John Wick. He's not the proprietor of the hotel, but he's like the guy that's at the head of the council or whatever.
No. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Somebody looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Dean, did you? I mean, Zach, have you seen the Hellboy movie?
No.
Did you like it?
No, not at all.
I mean, you're not missing much.
Is he the one in Game of Thrones where the Hound goes to the peaceful place and this and that? He's like the high priest or whatever like that.
Yeah, Ian
okay.
McShane.
All right, I know who that
Ian
is.
McShane. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm just not a huge fan of that actor.
That dude looks awful. That dude looks like he's both 300 and like 800 at the same time.
Just older. Jeez.
My God, dude. Ugh.
But yeah, so that the pivotal moment of the movie, I didn't carry any weight for me personally. But that's my problem, right? It's not. They don't know I don't like that actor, right? So, but I could get past all of it and just watch and enjoy the movie. Again, it's not going to win any awards. It's not. I don't think it's better than the other Hellboy movies, but it's cool. It's a cool movie. I like the hunting scene. They take Hellboy hunting and like some shit happens there. Oh, that was cool.
Here's my problem with that Hellboy movie. The more I think about it, is that there's already been 2 other Hellboy movies by Guillermo del Toro with Ron Perlman as Hellboy, and I really like those a lot. Yeah. But for me, it's like if you already have 2 Hellboy movies, and you're doing another Hellboy movie, even if it's a different cast, different director, you better do a lot of really great things, and they better be better than the first 2 movies. And it's not better than the first 2 Hellboys. No. So that's ultimately why I think it kind of is perceived as worse than it is.
Yeah, because people would go in expecting that, right? So their expectations are not met at all. So people are like, this movie's fucking garbage.
Yeah,
it's not garbage, but it's definitely not.
It's like, why make a Hellboy movie if you're not going to make it better than the 2 that already exist? What was the point?
Exactly. I would have much rather gotten the Hellboy 3 instead of this.
Yeah, the Del Toro 3. Yeah, that would have been
They reboot it again?
I think so. Honestly, I don't think it'll be anytime soon, but 10 years from now, sure. Mm-hmm. Hollywood hates coming up with new ideas. So
yeah, because David Harbour said he's not doing it again.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
He's a Marvel boy now. Like he's got that Marvel money.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. I brushed my beard.
Mario, you got your Maju cases in the mail this week. Today,
yes,
actually.
Sir. They arrived this morning, early afternoon.
And you have a deal with your detox that's going through, I think you said.
Yeah, I put these up on Facebook and they went pretty quick. I mean, they're sold out everywhere. I'm looking online. There's nothing in California.
No, there's really not.
So yeah.
So did you get retail for them, or like were you just like
I sold them a little bit less. I think I put them up for like $50 a pop. I just want to get rid of them.
You said you had some cutie girls hit you up.
Yeah, there were a few, man. There were a few.
$40 and some titty pics.
Mario was like, "Just call me Mr. Cortez." Knocks $10 off the price.
Exactly right.
Hey man, they got to display their Hello Kitty collections. You know,
if you pick these up and move them on your own, you can have them for free, but you got to wear lingerie.
Yeah, the nerve of some of these people, though. I mean, just can you deliver these? I mean, I've got people that I'm like 45 minutes probably from LA.
Yeah,
and a couple of people asked me I have a makeup shop, beauty salon. You mind delivering over here? I'll give you an extra $10. I'm like, nah, honey. Nah, you can keep your $10, sweetheart. You come down and get it if you can.
Dude, Rona Central, fuck that.
That's a terrible deal. But honestly, I feel like if you tried to list them in San Antonio, you would get a lot of like, hey, how about $20 shipped? Like $20 delivered.
Hey, fool.
You know what I mean?
Hey, fool, you deliver them, I'll give you some chicken.
Some tamales.
I might do that for
my
chicken.
My Theo's cooking in the back. Wait,
Alfred,
Focus on tacos, right?
I'll give you a barbecue plate.
What was that, Zach?
I need to ask you 2 personal questions.
Yeah.
1, how are you doing from your concussion?
Yeah, man. Can you believe that's still going on? We are in
haven't heard that clip.
December. That happened in July, the beginning of July. I'm mostly okay. Whenever I try to like go to sleep, it sucks. This literally happens every night. When I try to go to sleep, somewhere in me, like about to fall asleep, I get that sensation where like you're on a roller coaster and it goes down. But it's in my head. It's not really in my chest. And it like startles me, and it like makes it harder for me to go to sleep. Here's the thing. Good news to anybody who knows me personally. I'm going to be getting better insurance starting January 1st.
Oh, wow.
So,
From the
you know,
marketplace or like your job?
yeah, I got through the marketplace.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I'm gonna touch tabs with my primary care physician, and they've already done a lot of tests, and he did say that just that there are certain concussion symptoms for some people that can last. I mean, honestly, he said he could last years, like plural.
Yeah, wow.
But
lasted like 5 months.
I mean, it was in July, so I don't know how long that's been. Like April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, 5-6 months. So, but I'm looking forward to having access to better healthcare to see if there's anything else they need to check on. But honestly, other than that, it's okay. I also get more migraines now than I used to, which aren't fun. But I appreciate you asking, Zach. I'm mostly doing well.
The next question's way more personal.
Yeah.
If you'll have me, I don't want to get into too much drama, but I remember
seeing rounds, maybe.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
You said the next question is a little bit more personal. I was like, how big is it around?
12.
Oh god damn, 12
centimeters.
Millimeters. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. Yeah. And you can say no if you don't want to. What the fuck was with that person that called you out on your Rick Moranis post on Facebook, like in Halloween? That was so fucked up, dude. I was so mad for you. Maybe it was like last year, but you had this like real nice picture of you as Rick Moranis, and some asshole like just was like trolling the shit out of your post. And I've always wanted to ask you about it because I was offended for you.
Yeah, when I was Louis Tully from Ghostbusters with the helmet and all that stuff.
Yes. So give me tell me what happened, please.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I just it was something. And here's the thing. And this is immediately gonna bring everybody onto my side. But I know that
Rick Moranis has had a hell of a year. So
I know, man. That poor guy. This wasn't this past Halloween. It was the year before. I made that costume with my mom. So that's what made it so special for me. My mom and I put that helmet together with all the little electrodes and all that stuff. And I actually found like very accurate to the movie, like attire that matched what he was wearing. I put a lot of work into it. I'm not a cosplayer or anything, but I wanted to give it a good effort. I'm trying to remember who it was that was trolling me about it.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
Because well, here's the other thing. Like, so my friend James, who's a comedian in Portland, was also that character for Halloween. Yes. But like years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. Okay. And if I remember correctly, and I might, but if you're looking it up, you tell me, it might have been his sister that was giving me shit. It might have been someone else, but I know that at least James's brother and sister, who are dear friends of mine, but they, for whatever reason, they were like, even James did not care that much, but they felt like I stole the costume from him. Which was real, like, I mean, he was the same character like maybe 4 or 5 years prior. But also, it's a Halloween costume. Like, yeah, there it is.
There's the picture there. Now, I think they may have deleted their comments.
They must have deleted it.
For some reason, I thought this was this year, but it's stuck in my head for a full year.
That's how upset you were for me, and I appreciate that. But here's the thing: like they were so adamant about that I stole James's costume, and I'm like, I wasn't James for Halloween. I was Louis Tully. This guy's a character in a very beloved movie, that people have seen.
I wanted to see the comments.
I'm trying to see if I can find them.
Pull them up. Yeah. I just have a vague recollection of it as well, but I just remember being completely taken aback. Whether it was like somebody I didn't know that well, or if it was in fact like James's siblings. And I get it, like family supports family or whatever, sure. But again, it's not like, there are lots of people that can do this costume. It doesn't matter. The funny thing is in what I was going to do for this year, I didn't ultimately do it because pandemic and everything, but I literally was going to go as James for Halloween to
spite them,
to see if like that would get more people pissed off. Just because, what up, Dan? I see
God
Dan.
damn it. Danny's over there messaging me when I'm trying to he knows I'm trying to find this post.
He said, hi, sweetie.
Danik Lee Walker.
God damn it, Danikin. You just fucking trolled my.
That's what you get for trying to screen share your.
I know. This segment's over. We're done with this.
Yeah.
We were gonna get into some cheese may and then y'all ruined it. Yeah, dude. I remember like, what a bitch. Like coming at you. You're just. Because the thing is about Alfred is Alfred keeps to himself. Lovely guy, donates to the charities of the world, and posted a completely innocent picture, and you just got shit on. I was like, I felt so bad. I was like, dude, what an a-hole. I think I'm almost here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's wild. But like it's something that I've learned in my life, something that I try to keep in mind. I don't always succeed, but I do try to keep in mind is usually when somebody has a problem with you, or just it seems like they have a problem or they're coming at you. It's not about you. It's about them. It's about something going on in their lives that they're not handling well, and they're just projecting, 9 times out of 10, that's what it's going to be. So, I try to not let stuff get too, weigh me down too much, but I was surprised. I'll be honest. I was really surprised. I was like, oh, all right, guys.
Has that person talked to you about that? Like, have they apologized or anything, or was it just like just ignored?
Yeah, no. If it's there's
my comment from like over a year ago, but it was on this post because
they deleted their comment.
Yeah, they deleted it. But I was like,
it might have been one of James's siblings. They did apologize to me eventually, but what I kind of always maintained was like I talked to James and James did not care. So I was like, why do you care if he doesn't care? And he's the one that was also this character for Halloween one year, but I don't know.
Bitches are crazy, man.
It was a fun costume to put together though. And I will always cherish the moments working with my mom, putting that together. I'll never forget that part.
I'll cherish the roast, dude. That shit was funny. Now Fernando asks, what do you guys think will happen in the next 2 episodes of The Mandalorian? Mario, will lead with you. What do you think is going to happen in the next 2 episodes?
I think they'll probably recycle something similar to the end of the first season for the last 2 episodes.
Get the
where they'll find themselves in the gym. We'll leave it on a cliffhanger, and then they'll eventually get the whole crew together or something. So, to be honest, I really don't know. All I know is that I'm looking forward to whatever they're going to throw out there, and that's it. I personally don't like to speculate just because I'm afraid I'm going to get my hopes up and just be let down.
You know what they say, guys? Wait till you see what's next. Now, I saw a theory, which I really liked, that the Mando is going to have to remove his helmet to save Baby Yoda. Maybe to get into a disguise as an Imperial officer, something like that, to infiltrate Gideon's shebang. I thought that would be pretty interesting. I think that'd be some great character development. I think having Boba in the mix, I think is pretty interesting. along with what is that chick's name? I kept fucking up.
Okatano?
No, the other girl.
Oh, the
Nina Win, her character,
yeah. What's her name in the show?
Sniper Lady.
yeah, she's the sniper
Fennec
lady.
Shand. I called her Fen Rao, and I want to apologize for that. People got real mad. I was reading about Concord Dawn because when they had the translation of Boba's chain code, I was like, let me read up on Concord Dawn, and Fen Rao was a part of that, like a big part of it. And so right before After Dark, I had that name in my brain and just kept vomiting out, and no one corrected me. So I was like, oh, like, it's clearly the chick's name. But I think that could be something that happens. I think you guys are right that there's going to be some get the team together type deal. I don't know.
Can I offer a just an action beat that I think might happen? Because they really teased it, and with filmmakers like Favreau and Filoni, nothing is accidental. But you see Sokatano against the magistrate, right? And they've got the Mandalorian spear and the and then her lightsaber, right? And the lightsaber's, it's being blocked by the Beskar spear. I wonder if we're going to see ultimately, whether it's this season or in a future season, if we see Mando go against Moff Gideon, if we're going to see the dark saber somehow, even though it is a lightsaber, but it is like a fabled lightsaber here. If we're going to see it cut through the Beskar spear. I'm calling that. I think they're going to figure out a way to. I don't know how they'll explain it necessarily, but I think that's something we will eventually see, because that spear, they keep visually cueing us in that it's there and that it exists. It was like the one thing that survived this ship exploding,
And you think it's going to get cut down by the darksaber?
Yeah.
Wow. I think I'm almost thinking that we're going to get a Game of Thrones style when Homegirl killed the Night King. She had that big spear, and then right when you thought the big spear was going to be the killing weapon, she switched to the dagger. I think he's going to switch to the vibroblade and stab that motherfucker. I feel it in my bones. Whether or not that'll happen, who knows? But
I mean, both could be true.
If he gets cut down and that's all he has, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little scared, just a little bit, because Baby Yoda is in peril.
It's not what you want.
I sent some messages to NASA today to see if we could have them help us out to find Baby Yoda.
Look into that.
Talked to a lot of people up there at NASA. We're getting some, we're getting some traction on that. But
we've got the Space Force now. I mean, this is what it's for.
Actually, I'm so glad you brought that up. Let me pull this up real quick. Apparently, aliens are real.
Oh,
you heard about that?
Yeah, they live on Mars.
Yeah, no, this is a real thing.
Yeah.
Let me share this article
secret
here.
Mars base underground.
Yeah, Alfred, do you know about this?
I do.
The
Israeli general.
Oh, come on, God, Jesus Christ! Let me run my ad blocker. Okay, let me pause ad blocker. Now I'm gonna have to see a bunch of ads. A Galactic Federation. Here, let me share this. I think we'll end on this note here. Former Israeli space security chief says extraterrestrials exist and Trump knows about it. A Galactic Federation has been waiting for humans to reach a stage where we will understand what space and spaceships are, Haim Ishad said. But yeah, he said the unidentified flying objects have asked not to publish that they are here. Humanity is not ready yet. The interview in Hebrew ran on Monday and gained traction after parts were published in English. Apparently, the Donald knows about this, that there's underground base in the depths of Mars where the American astronauts and alien representatives are in cooperation and signing agreements for them to do experiments on Earth. Donald Trump was on the verge of revealing information, but was asked not to in order to prevent mass hysteria. Yo, 100% that motherfucker is going to drop an aliens exist tweet between now and January 20th. What do y'all think about this? If aliens are real, what does that change? It seems like that'd be the ultimate icing on the 2020 bingo.
Absolutely. So I want to call attention to two tweets real quick that I saw. One was, wow, the writers for 2020 are really going all in on the season finale. And then the second one, which I thought was very like, I felt it, and it was that it said that, I think aliens are real. The tweet said, I think aliens are real and they've been coming to Earth for a long time, but because we're humans, we kill them and that's what happens. Like, we're just killing them as they get here. And I'm just like, that feels right. That feels like a real human thing to do.
Mhm.
But if this is all true somehow, and I'm not saying it's not, like, who knows? I think, oddly enough, this story is so fantastical. But to me, the hardest thing for me to actually buy into and believe is that Trump would know this information and not immediately poorly spell it out in a tweet with a ton of grammatical errors. Like, he loves being the center of attention, and if he's the person,
Maybe that's what the Kafifi tweet was.
right? Yeah, I mean, but he loves being the center of attention, and
Can you imagine, dude?
nothing would make you more the center of attention than being the person on Earth that broke this news with quote unquote proof. Like, so that's actually the hardest part for me to believe. Not that aliens actually exist. That's fine. That part's fine. They're on Mars. Humans have met them. Okay, that's all okay. But Trump not saying anything, to me, that's actually the hardest part for me to believe.
But is anybody really surprised about this? I mean, this is something that's been speculated for decades.
Yeah.
That aliens exist, or the aliens
Right, that aliens exist. You got Area 51 and all that fun stuff, right? I mean, I'm sure there have been multiple presidents that know about the existence, but just won't say anything.
I saw an article that said Obama knows about it.
Sure.
There was Jimmy, I believe it was Jimmy Kimmel. No, fuck.
You can just say one of the Jimmys. That's how I always do it because I never remember.
No, that is Kimmel. Yeah, Kimmel asked W if aliens exist, and he's like, I'm not saying nothing. But the way he said it was like, yo, the motherfucker.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Now,
I love it.
let me put you in this frame of mind. Aliens come down, they're peaceful, whatever. Boom, they lied. They're here, they're now. Shit starts getting wild. Plot twist: COVID saves humanity.
Like, it kills the aliens?
Season finale, War of the Worlds, baby.
I was gonna say like War of the Worlds. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be crazy, dude? If COVID saved us from the aliens?
Okay,
Bro, that would be twisty. That would be fucking twisty.
That's a whole record scratch. I'm here for it. Although I will say that if that does happen, and you put it out there, then we are 1,000% in a simulation. Then, like, because that is some straight up SimCity 2000 shit right there. Like, that's like that is a simulation, one and done. Like, for sure.
Uncomfortable.
Wait, what?
Just the thought of it's making me uncomfortable.
Of aliens or of COVID or of alien
All
COVID?
of it.
Oh man, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it here. Eddie says they would definitely probe Zach's bidet clean ass.
I would. I'm keeping my gun right next to me when I sleep, and I'm gonna protect Kevin, and that's all.
Eddie says if other species exist outside of Earth, I don't think they'd be more advanced than us. So the negotiation shit is dumb. I think they'd be way more advanced than us if they can travel vast intergalactic distances, guys. There was this beautiful moment that happened in the Patreon chat. We talked about it maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. One of our Patreonies saw this star, and he's like, "Everyone, go look at it." We all looked at it. We all found the star. It was magical. It was this beautiful moment. But then I was like, stars are crazy, like, because they're really fucking far.
Yeah, it might not even be there anymore.
I spent we're getting there. I spent a long time researching, right? And when you research, you always hear this phrase, the observable universe, right? What does that mean? And you would think, like, how far can a telescope in space see, right? And it's not that these telescopes are limited so much in how powerful these lenses are or how advanced our technology is. Rather, let's say the universe, I believe they think it's about 8.1 billion years old, right? And the phrase observable universe isn't so much a unit of distance, but a unit of time. So if there's a star out there that's 8.1 billion light years away, that's not the furthest thing in the universe, but that is the furthest thing that we can see based on how far light travels.
Right.
That blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
But then there's some stars that through some complex formulas that they're very certain about that are like 16 or even 30 billion light years away that we can observe. And so the thought is, how are those stars further than light can travel? Because it doesn't make any sense. And the thought is that the universe is expanding, and so we're still seeing the light from where they were, not where they're at. And it's just so crazy, like that thought, like if another race of beings came from somewhere else. I mean, our closest neighbor is like many light years away. I mean, it's
41 light years.
But it's crazy. But Dean, back to what you said,
light years,
for all we know, these things that are 8 billion light years away aren't there anymore. And we would never know until
you're just looking at
the light that has ceased would reach Earth.
Yeah.
And that's what's so crazy, right?
That is, I love that as a concept, and just because it literally means that our reality, like the literal reality that we live in, is not accurately representative of what actually exists.
Yeah, because if you go, if you're at Earth, right, and Earth is your reference point, if you just drew a sphere around Earth, and that is your observable universe.
Why would you draw a sphere if Earth is flat?
Well, I'm talking about the space is 3D.
Yeah, okay.
If you drew a sphere around Earth, right, and you just moved, let's just say 1 light year, I'm just simplifying, 1 light year left, you then have a whole new observable edge of that universe, and you can continue that, and there's like these, I mean, the shit is just so mind-blowing. Like there's thoughts like eventually you get, it's like the universe is a big sphere, so you could get to a point and then you start getting closer to where you came from until you're back where you started. And that,
well, also
that shit is just so crazy to me.
The universe is expanding faster than light travels.
Exactly.
So you could never reach the end. You would eventually, you'd be moving so fast that you couldn't even see anymore, because
dude, like fucking 2001. Now the crazy thing is, though, some people think the universe will end with a big collapse. We started with the Big Bang, and then you end with a big collapse. And people think that after that happens, we might just be in an endless cycle of expansion and retraction. And it is so crazy. It really, like, Eddie says Mario's like, what the fuck? Oh man, Mario, what are your thoughts on this, my guy?
I have none. Just as you were.
No, please. I want to involve all the people.
I remember one time I was explaining that to one of the guys I work with about stars, because we were picking up a truck in like McAllen or something, or no, Odessa, and on the way back we got a flat tire, so we were stranded in the middle of nowhere at like midnight, and like the stars were just like very prevalent, because when you get into town there's light pollution, you can't really see them. But when you're out in the middle of nowhere, you could really see all the stars. So we're just talking about the stars, and I was like, yeah, like those stars might not even be there anymore. We're just seeing the light that's still traveling this way. And like he literally could not comprehend what I was talking about. He was like, what? And I kept explaining it. He was like, no, that's not a thing. I was like, no, it is a thing. But like he just like didn't get it.
Let's bring it back to movies here. What's your let's give some recommendations for
Interstellar.
Favorite Interstellar. Okay, Dean's is Interstellar. Alfred, what are we going here? Recommendations for alien films.
Interstellar is great. Honestly, I mean the first Alien film.
Alien movies or space movies?
Well, alien movies.
Okay, well, Interstellar doesn't have to do with aliens.
It has to do with advanced humans, but yeah.
Okay.
Or advanced beings. I mean, we don't know if they're humans that made the Tesseract.
Another really great movie. I mean, it doesn't really have to deal with aliens, but with space travel. Interstellar is great because it has that sequence where they go to the water planet and they explain that like every minute that they're on that planet is like so much real like time on Earth. And
that's a real thing. So
Yeah.
It's called time dilation.
Time dilation.
And even satellites in Earth orbit, like GPS and stuff, you know how it like tells you like, oh, you'll arrive there at this time. Those satellites have to be set back because the closer you are to a source of gravity, the slower time is.
Yeah.
So the satellites have to be set like, I don't know, maybe it's like 2 minutes back or something. So they'll be accurate to us down here on Earth. So like that's like a real fucking thing that happens. It's fucking wild.
It's
I was
crazy.
looking at one of the comments on Interstellar because this guy was talking about the film. I've been real interested in film lately, like photography and just filming in general.
Huh.
And someone commented like it's been like 36 minutes on the water planet since Interstellar was released, and I was like,
Oh shit, that's cool.
Oh wow.
dude.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah,
Um,
I gotta agree with Alfred as far as Alien probably being the first Alien being probably one of the better ones that are out there. Another one comes to mind is Paul. I
yes,
automatically think of like Eddie and Fern. Alien comes down, let's just smoke them out and just go have some fun, right?
oh yeah, Danny coming in clutch. This is exactly what I was going to say. When I went to Roswell, New Mexico, in the Roswell Alien Museum, they were playing Fire in the Sky. That movie is fucking
Oh my god. Yes.
horrifying. Easily one of the
Does-
scariest films I've ever seen.
One of the better ones, I mean, it has to do with aliens, right? Maybe more than monsters, is A Quiet Place.
Oh,
Does that count?
it does, but I don't understand why they're making a prequel or a sequel. Like that film was perfect. It didn't need any
Yeah,
extra.
exactly. That
extrapolation.
should have been a one and done, but damn, that movie was so freaking good.
Dude, one of my favorite alien movies is Star Wars.
Well,
It has to do with aliens. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're
I
wrong.
mean, you're not wrong.
They're in the background, but what does it have to do with aliens?
Chewbacca's an alien. He's the main character.
But he's in the background though. I mean, it's not about him, right? I mean,
How dare
the
you?
hero's journey wasn't about Chewbacca.
I
Or
mean,
was it?
everyone's an
He's in
alien.
every
so-
movie. Well, R2
Yeah, that's
D2
true,
is in every
Zach.
movie, but Chewbacca's in
Yeah.
quite a few of them.
Yeah, another good alien movie that'd be like
Wanted to
Born in
bring
East LA, right?
Star Wars.
Born in East.
Yeah, dude, they got aliens, right? We're Mexicans, we're aliens, right?
Fuck, that's a good joke, dude. That was so solid.
That was a good one.
Oh fuck, I'm trying to think of a really good alien movie. Have you guys seen Neighborhood Watch?
Oh, you know what? I know
No.
it's a really good alien movie. My Stepmother's an Alien.
I haven't
Y'all
seen
see
it.
that one?
I don't
With
think I've seen that
Space
one.
Harrier?
No.
Dan Aykroyd? Ah, it's a classic. You guys should definitely check it out.
For sure.
Dude, the Neighborhood Watch is a Ben Stiller movie. It's got Vince Vaughn, Richard Ayoade, and what's his name? Jonah Hill. And they're just like kind of like nobodies in their town, and they form a neighborhood watch because like some guy gets murdered. He gets murdered by an alien, and so they're like running around town trying to like solve this crime because they think it's like a killer, but it's really an alien. And
What's that called? What's that called?
Neighborhood Watch? The Neighborhood Watch, maybe. It's fucking funny.
I like District 9 too. That's a good fucking movie.
District
Yeah, that
9
was a
is
good one,
really
too.
good. That's a good one.
Yep.
Just I want to bring this up real quick for people that might be interested in the science stuff, time dilation, how light years work and all of that. There's a book by Neil deGrasse Tyson called Death by Black Hole and Other Cosmic Quandaries that I've read before, and it's really good. It does a really great job of kind of giving you an overview of a lot of the mysteries of the universe and kind of how there's so much that we understand, but even in understanding that just kind of raises more questions. So I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah,
Eddie says Neighborhood Watch is hilarious. Fourth Kind was a good one too. It was a good movie.
Oh, I actually have not seen that. Look, fucking.
Haven't seen that one.
Dude, that movie is spooky as fuck, dude. It's not very well rated on Rotten Tomatoes, but dude, that movie gave me the heebie-jeebies.
What about
Scary
Critters?
stuff.
You guys remember that?
Craters?
Critters. These little small porcupine aliens that roll up in a little ball and just going around just shooting their spikes at everybody, killing a bunch of people.
I don't remember that. I think
It's like
Sonic
one of
the
the
Hedgehog.
cheesy.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that. I haven't seen that movie though.
Yeah, that came out forever ago.
It's kind of like like a sci-fi horror, right? But it's kind of
Yeah,
almost.
right. These little alien fur balls come down and start shooting everybody with their needles. It was cheese, hella cheese ball. But
Alfred, let's plug your auction, the charity one more time, please.
Yeah, no problem. It's December 18th. This is a Collector's Cove collaboration with Level Up Gallery. We're going to be doing comics, figures, original paintings, pop culture paintings. Again, talking about anime stuff, horror movies, like that kind of stuff, sci-fi, superhero, all of that stuff. And it's going to be on December 18th, which is a Friday at 8:30 p.m. It's going to be all online.
Central
And-
Standard Time, right?
Central Standard Time, and we are going to be also raising money for Vision Works, which again is a fantastic charitable organization here in San Antonio.
It's going to be
We're gonna
the last auction item right here with the
Little Baby Yoda.
bell of the ball, my friend.
By then, will we know if Baby Yoda is safe? You know,
Oh,
good
boggles
question.
the mind. Boggles the mind.
Well,
I
he
think we're
doesn't
meeting
get
up tomorrow, right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I have some items I bought from you. Don't let me forget this Polaroid. Don't let me forget the donation item.
Yeah, I'll message you.
Zach, don't forget the Polaroid and the donation item.
No, I'm telling Alfred. He's the one that's picking it up, my guy. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching. I know a lot of people right now are playing Cyberpunk, and this will be available on our Patreon Rewind. We'll keep it up for probably a day or two. Let Alfred's beautiful news hit the airwaves for a bit. But anyways, I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Mario.
I'm Alfred.
Oh man, Jesus Christ, I'm just kidding. It's
Sorry,
after
Mark.
dark. It's after dark. We fuck up on after dark, and that's the beauty of it.